praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakudash. It's the Paleo Hebrew name who we call ignorant called Jesus or Christ today. But the true living power and his only begotten son name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai. So I want to share that with you guys today. We want to get some insight and talk about the northern kingdom tribe of Ephraim. Okay? Because according to the scriptures, Ephraim is one of the head tribes of the northern kingdom. Okay, he was the son of Joseph. Okay, so we're gonna get some more insight and talk about Ephraim, the northern tribe, because according to the last video I did, I put up a clip of the Native American tribe doing a cultural dance. So this pretty much gives us more insight of the northern tribes. It says the son of Joseph by his wife Asenat, the daughter of Potipherah, the priest of On. Ephraim, the younger brother of Manasseh, was born in Egypt before 7 years famine began. It's like before the 7 years famine began. It says the name Ephraim was given to him by his father because, to quote Joseph, God had made me fruitful in the land of my wretchedness. On his deathbed, Jacob, in effect, adopted his grandson Ephraim and Manasseh and appointed them to be equals of his direct sons. Their father Joseph, who received the right as firstborn among Jacob's sons, received 2 parts of his father's inheritance by means of tribal inheritance of Ephraim and Manasseh. In blessing Ephraim and Manasseh, the patriarch Jacob gave the preference to Ephraim and prophetically indicated that he would become the greater. It says 1 Chronicles 7:20 through 27 provides a genealogical listing of Ephraim's sons and later descendants, concluding with Joshua, who led the Israelites into the promised land. Ezra and Elad, who were likely sons of Ephraim, were slain by the men of God. Sometime after the death of these sons, Ephraim fathered Berer. The name Ephraim is also applied to the tribe that descended from him. After a year after the exodus from Egypt, Ephraim's 40,500 fighting men from 20 years old upward outnumbered Manasseh's tribe. I'm sorry. So like it says, Ephraim, 40,000 men from 20 years old upward outnumbered Manasseh's able-bodied men by 8,300. However, at the end of the 40 years wandering in the wilderness, the registered men of Ephraim numbered only 32,500 or 20,200, less than those of Manasseh. Nevertheless, Ephraim was foretold to become the greater. Moses, when blessing the Israelites, prophetically spoke of the 10,000s of Ephraim, but of the thousands of Manasseh. And you can read that in Deuteronomy chapter 33, or more about it. It says, in the wilderness, the Ephraimites, with Elishma serving as chieftain, were assigned to camp on the west side of the tabernacle, along with the tribes of Manasseh and Benjamin. So the tribe of Benjamin would be the so-called Jamaicans today, West Indies. This 3-tribe division was third in order of march. So let's talk about a little tribal territory. Okay, so it says the territory assigned to the tribe of Ephraim occupied a central portion of Canaan, west of Jordan. The tribe also had enclave cities in Manasseh territory. On the north, Ephraim was bounded by Manasseh, and on the south by Benjamin and Dan. This region, although mountainous and hilly, is blessed with rich and fertile soil, and in ancient time was heavily wooded. The chieftain Kimur served as the divinely appointed representative of Ephraim in dividing the promised land into inheritance portions. At Shiloh in Ephraim, the tabernacle was set up beside Shechem, a city of refuge. A number of other Levite cities were also located in the territory of Ephraim. Okay, so the Levites today would be known as the Haitians, right? The Levites were also located in the territory of Ephraim. From Levite cities, Gezer, the Ephraimites did not drive out the Canaanites, but they subjected them to slavish forced labor. Okay, so we're gonna jump down right here. I'm talking about the dominance of Ephraim, because the Ephraimite was a dominant tribe, of the northern kingdom. It says from that time the kingdom was divided during the reign of Rehoboam. Ephraim, as the most prominent and influential tribe of the northern kingdom, made a bad name for itself. The first king, the Ephraimite Jeroboam, established calf worship at Dan and Bethel. So the northern kingdom was idol worshiping the calf, the golden calf. You see, and that's what made the Most High mad with his people. And pretty much that's what got us all uh, kicked out of the land. For idol worshiping. It says, as the dominant tribe of the northern kingdom, Ephraim called the stand for the entire 10-tribe kingdom. Therefore, the prophets Hosea and Isaiah directed their strong denunciation against Ephraim. Hosea condemned Ephraim for mingling with the nations, learning their works. See that? So that's why the Most High, the Scripture doesn't want the Israelites, his people, following after the other nations and idol worshiping and turning away from him and following after other gods. You know. So it say, and serving their idols. See that? So we're not supposed to be serving these nation idols, but wherever land that we were scattered into, a lot of us adapted to those nations idols and their gods. It says he compared Ephraim to a round cake not turned over, baked or even burned on the bottom, but not done on the top. You see that? Because Ephraim, they're different shades of brown. The Ephraimites are dark brown, the Puerto Ricans are dark brown, the Puerto Ricans are light brown. So that's why I say they're a cake not turned, because they're different shades of brown. It says, although having been sapped of strength by strangers, Ephraim, rather than returning to Yahweh, appealed to Egypt for help and made a covenant with Assyria. Thus Ephraim was like a simple-minded dove that would not escape being trapped in a net. The prophet Isaiah addressed himself to the proud drunkards of Ephraim, their independence from the kingdom of Judah, and their alliance with Syria and others and other nations had affected them like intoxicating liquor. That's why a lot of our northern kingdom brothers drink a lot of liquor too, especially the Native American brothers that's on the reservations. They have a bad alcohol um, problem, you know, and just as it stated right here, it says Syria and other nations had affected them like intoxicating liquor. You see, and so this is why you see a lot of our native brothers on these reservations, you know, are always drunk, drinking a lot, you know, because when you're always drunk and thinking, you're never thinking clearly, and this is how they designed this like this, you know. Just imagine being on a reservoir, nothing around you, can't go nowhere, barely see buildings or houses and stuff like that. There's a lot of stress on those people on those reservations. It says, however, disaster would befall them. See that? Yahweh prophets also foretold, however, that the spirit of jealousy and hostility ex- exiting, existing between Ephraim, the 10 tribe kingdom, and Judah, the two tribe kingdom, would cease. Isaiah, you can read about that in Isaiah 11-13 or Jeremiah 31-6. It says Judah and Ephraim would become united, and Ephraim would be restored to divine favor. So, in these last days that we live in, by the word of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, His word is going to bring these two nations back together because these nations was divided. So Judah, the head tribe of the southern kingdom, is going to unite with the head tribe of the northern kingdom. Whereas the tribe of Ephraim built up a bad record, individuals within the tribe followed the right course. During the reign of Judah's king Asa, for example, many Ephraimites deserted to him when they saw that Yahweh was with him. Later, Ephraimites were also present in Jerusalem for the Passover celebration in the first year of Ezekiel's reign, and after shared in destroying appendages of idolatry. However, when Ezekiel sent out the invitation for the Israelites from the north to come to the Passover, his runners were mocked and derided by many in Ephraim, Manasseh, and Zebulun. Pride kept these from humbling themselves and coming down to Jerusalem for the Passover. So a lot of pride, you know, was filled in these men, you know, and they didn't want to come to the Passover. Yeah. So the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom is going to come back together in these last days as this word go out and as this truth be spoken. Praise to Yahweh. I just seen 144. You know, and these two sticks is going to join back. These two sticks is going to come back together as one stick. Okay, according to the scriptures. So I wanted to share that with you guys today and just give you a little bit more insight on the northern kingdom and and the southern kingdom being brothers and coming back together uh, in these last days. So I'll be back with the next one, Lord willing. Remember to like the video. I'll be back. Peace.